Welcome back to
Guys.
Relatably Random. If you don't know already, I'm Allison.
And I'm Katie, and thank you for watching. You're
Yes.
watching Relatably Random, as she just said, as Allison just said.
Welcome to or back to our weird little corner of
Yes.
the internet.
We welcome you.
Yeah.
So thank you. And we are going to do a topic tonight. We've been absent because of the holidays.
Yes. We took a little holiday break.
Yes, we took a sabbatical, if you will, to be with our families. And we are going to do our psyched and sucked, but we have a topic that we're going to cover as well. Do you have a psyched and sucked? I have a mostly sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's not too bad
Well,
in the grand scheme of things, but
yeah. I mean, I think my sucked is just like the normal. I was getting sick on the holiday,
right.
on Christmas.
Our weekly sickness. that we
Yeah,
have here.
and then I had my cold, and now I think I'm finally like okay. My nose is
Okay.
still kind of whistling a little bit,
Mhm.
but I think I'm mostly okay.
Mostly
So that's
okay is
my
good.
sucked.
Okay.
And then my psyched is kind of like a bittersweet thing.
Oh.
We are at the end of this week going to potty train our little 2.5-year-old. Well, she's not 2.5 yet, but she's nearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited for it because I'm excited about, her milestone and the fact that, no more diapers, diaper genies, like all that.
Yeah.
But I'm also like terrified of it as well.
It's going to be hard. I don't envy
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But if you're consistent, maybe it'll go by fast and she'll be potty trained. I mean, I think potty trained kids still have a few accidents.
Oh
there
yeah.
and here
I'm
and
not
there,
I'm not
but-
counting on her to not have accidents. you
Yeah.
know. So, but I'm excited, but again, I'm also very scared. So.
Yeah. It's the first time for you, right?
Yeah.
So,
First and only time
Yeah.
that I'll be potty training a human, I think.
yeah.
I've potty trained 2 puppies,
right. Right. And
And that was
That
hard.
went well.
That was like
Yeah.
2 months of, taking a dog out every 2 hours at night. So
that's rough too.
That's kind of rough
It's
too. Yeah.
It's not a slice, but
No.
yeah.
And they have to go
Um,
outside too. So, if it's raining, snowing,
Yeah.
all that,
it's going to be
it's going to be a
rough,
journey.
rough
Yeah,
couple
it's
days
gonna
to a
be-
week,
yeah.
but you could do it.
I know.
You can do it.
I know I can do
Stick with it. You're doing the right thing.
it. Also, the other monkey wrench is that they're going to be doing. She has to wear pull-ups
Okay.
while potty training at daycare.
Okay.
So I guess they'll have to tell us how her progress is going there and whether or not we can switch to undies at a certain point.
Right. You don't want her wearing undies, and you have.
I
to
don't want her to be
pack
wearing
few
pull-ups
pairs.
forever.
Yeah. Right. So
I guess maybe one weekend, she may not have accidents, so we'll ask them, to try to just have her in underwear and tell
yeah.
tell them
Yeah.
when she needs to go to the potty,
Mhm. And I'm sure they have kids there, going to the bathroom in the daycare and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm sure, she'll be like, oh, I get to be like the big kids there.
I'm
you
hoping
know?
so. Yes.
So, I always wanted to be like the big kids.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now I want to be like the small kids. But
Yeah.
no, the young kids
Have
anyway.
nap times.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are mine. How about you?
Well, like I said, I'm psyched, I guess, just to be alive and well.
Oh yeah.
As always.
For sure.
But it sucks because I have to go back to work, after
Friday.
the long holiday. No, I go back tomorrow, actually.
Really?
I go back tomorrow.
Do you get New Year's Eve?
And I get New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hope all of you out there had a happy holiday season.
Yeah, happy holiday season,
but
and
it's
also
time
a
to go
safe
back,
one.
guys.
Yeah, brace yourselves.
Yeah. So I'm bracing myself for tomorrow. But it's only one day, and then I, go back or I'm off for a couple more days. But also, it kind of sucks because I need to go to the doctor actually because I've got some irregular hormones going
Oh,
on.
what do they do about that?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's the thing. Like they're like
that's your sucked?
they just yeah.
Okay.
They left me a little message like, hey, because I had a physical last week, actually a week ago today. Yeah. And
Yeah.
and they called me they did a blood test and I told her about my irregular time of the month, irregular periods and stuff. And she's like, well, let's add a hormone panel to your regular blood test, the regular stuff that we usually do. And I'm like, great, yeah. And it turns out I have some abnormal hormones. So they're like, the message they left on my phone was like, and I didn't call them back. Maybe I should have, but they're like, hey, we're just calling with the results of your blood test. You got some abnormal hormones, but you have a referral to the gynecologist for that. So good luck with that. That's basically what they said.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if I called back,
you have a
they would've-
referral, that means that you have to go to a gynecologist then, right?
right,
Okay.
right. So I don't know what exactly they'll do for me, but
they'll do probably further testing and that kind of thing.
yeah. But nothing's. I don't think it's anything like major or serious. But we'll see. I don't know. But that kind of sucks because I want to know what's going on. But
makes me wonder if I have abnormal things going on because I just had my second time of the month this month.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean, they were at the beginning and end of this month, so maybe like it was just a shorter cycle this time.
Yeah, maybe it's like a longer month or
can
something.
be like shorter.
Yeah, like
they said it could be anywhere from like what 21 to 28 days.
Yeah, so yeah,
which really sucks.
And they count it
if
from like
it's
this
only
first
21
day, right?
days. Yeah,
yeah. So I know, but if it is exactly if it's 21 days, and they count it from like the start of your period, then you only get like 15 good days
free,
or something. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, that's why I sucked. And I'll keep you guys posted if I can about what's going on. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of these kind of things are not regularly talked about, especially like all the different variances of what could go on with female hormones.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that some people go into early menopause. I was reading about that. It could be around like age 40 for that. But they said I wasn't in menopause because I still get my period. So
right.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to know about that, but I'm letting you know. But if I have anything else to say about that or any updates, I'll let you guys know. But we can move on to our topic, which
is probably a topic on a lot of people's brains.
Right now, tonight.
Yes, it's very close to the series finale of Stranger Things. And we are very big Stranger Things fans. I mean,
yes,
you guys, if you've tuned in, you know of my deep love and admiration for Steve Harrington, which I guess even though I started talking about it 6 months ago publicly, I guess there's just
went public
so many people
yeah.
who share that. And I kind of was hoping I was the only one, but I guess I'm not.
No, you can't
and
be.
You know what?
You always hope you are. I can't
blame people because
he fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a lot of people's minds.
I guess Joe Carey, I'm just another one of the Joe and Steve Harrington disciples.
Fangirl.
Yeah, I'm just, I've been seeing a lot of things online for that, and but I want you to know that it's not just recent. Like it's been
I can
from
see the
day
see the camera like zooming in on you now.
Yeah, somebody's gonna make this a viral video.
No, or just like the violins playing and like getting those a zoom in.
But seriously, I've always been a Steve Harrington fan.
Yeah, since the beginning.
Which is funny because like everybody, like even the Duffer Brothers, like originally his character was supposed to be more of a villain, but I was like, I don't see him that way.
No,
I kind of
to be
more
like
so saw Jonathan as more of like the creepy guy who was taking photos of Nancy, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, Jonathan grew on me too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're all fantastic actors in real life.
This isn't a Joe Carey episode, but
it's about
we love
Stranger
Things.
Yeah.
My family watches it like pretty much once a year, and all we do is basically
you do a review once
Mystery
a year.
Science Theater 3000 it, and
you just like, talk during it and comment during it.
Yeah. But we love it. I mean, the storyline's great. It's genius, really. It's a great and like it appeals to so many nostalgia. People. Yes,
it's got so many good things. I mean, if you're a cinephile, like
you love it.
It's for you. You know.
But I think by the time this episode is posted, you'll have already seen the finale,
the series finale.
But we just wanted to maybe go over some things that we are confused about, and like, or things we liked, things we didn't like about this, the first 7 episodes of the last season.
Yeah,
and maybe some predictions that we have.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
So I wrote down some things. I don't know do you have anything off just that comes to your mind?
I mean, I think the main
this is for somebody who has seen this first 7 episodes.
So
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. This whole episode will be somewhat of a spoiler.
Yeah.
The 2 things that come to mind for me that like really made me like just feel like I had like ants in my pants, like I was agitated.
Okay.
I loved the episode with Holly and Max. And I'm sure this is what everybody is saying. But they reviewed her story like
after she woke up.
After she woke up in Vecna's memories. Mm-hmm. And she went through all of it, and then Lucas started playing Kate Bush, and like a window opened up for her to go, and then he turned the tape off and it closed and she missed it that one time.
That was frustrating. And the Vecna was like right there.
But the one thing is that when Holly and her finally get to a new place, mm-hmm. and the memory, like it opens up to where she can actually like exit Vecna's memories.
Yeah.
They have like a 12-minute conversation.
Yes.
And if I were Max, like the whole time I was just like, you don't know when Vecna's going to show up, when that's going to close. Like,
yeah,
run.
This has been on a lot of people's minds.
Run.
Like, all over.
Like seriously, I literally, my husband was probably annoyed. I was literally like, what are you doing? Run.
Well, I thought like, it was pretty crappy of her to be like, come on, we gotta go this way, and we gotta go come on, we gotta get back, and then just to be like, I have to go, but you can't go. This is my body. You gotta find your body. And that's, I'm like, what?
It's like you're leaving her alone in these spires.
You know how red spires that is? Yeah.
Well, especially for someone so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I thought the same thing, and I know many people have said like,
although I guess that's what that 15-minute conversation was for, so that it would inspire and open up Holly's exit
to find her exit. Right.
But then Max even confessed, she's like, I didn't know that would happen.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I know. Crazy.
That was one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing, and I'm sure this is a big thing for other people too. And I understand that they didn't want that one episode in season 2 to be like some sort of like throwaway episode with number 8. So they brought her back. But I don't know. I don't like that she's trying to make this a suicide mission with 11.
I don't either.
And
she's 11's considering it because she's making it like these are your friends. You don't want them to die. And
Well,
right? And
and
11's like, no,
she
of
keeps
course not.
saying that 8 keeps saying that they're just going to keep looking for you and restarting the process. If it's not Papa, if it's not Dr. K, it'll always be someone. But
the military's after them even after they kill
my
Vecna.
argument is if they sever the connection with the Mind Flayer's world,
okay,
then maybe all special abilities will end.
Okay.
Even in Vecna, and they will all become just normal human beings. And then there's no experimentation anymore because there's no connection. There's no special powers.
So you think if Vecna loses his power and Vecna dies and they kill Vecna?
Well, because I think Vecna, a.k.a. Henry Creel, there's a lot of theories. I think that I am agreeing with the theory out there that Henry Creel, when he was in that desert place in his memories,
that was one of my things that I was going to bring up.
People are saying that that's when he first experienced the Mind Flayer from a different dimension.
Okay.
Something traumatic happened to where he experienced that and he was possessed by the Mind Flayer, and the Mind Flayer was always from that dimension and was always trying to break through to our dimension. So Vecna, they're saying that Henry Creel, aka Vecna, is actually not necessarily a bad guy. That just since he was possessed by the Mind Flayer, he turned evil.
Okay.
And so
maybe he's possessed by the Mind Flayer.
Right.
I get it.
Yes.
That's a good theory.
So if the Mind Flayer, the Mind Flayer's world, because we know that the Upside Down is a
we're getting nerdy here, folks.
It's a bridge between our world and the Mind Flayer's world.
Yeah.
If that connection is cut off, maybe no one has powers anymore. No one has that special ability anymore. And then the hunting can stop and then they can all have normal lives.
Yeah.
But there has also been a lot of heavy hints that there's going to be some sort of time travel in this last episode, because A Wrinkle in Time has been showcased many times. And since we've known
it's time
Vecna,
space. They keep mentioning time space.
Right. And since we've known Vecna, he's always been related to that clock too.
Yes. He's recruiting 12 children.
Yes. For 12 hours.
12 hours. Yes.
So I was telling my husband, because I know that Millie Bobby Brown has always wanted 11 to die.
I didn't know that.
She's wanted her character to die for a while. She's basically Harrison Fording the whole thing. Okay. You know, like he wanted Han Solo to die
in these new ones. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he wanted Han Solo to die in the original.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but I know that that's been her opinion about the character, which I respect. Because she's the one playing the character.
Right.
However, I feel like this reality is hard enough, and I don't want my favorite show to kill all of my favorite characters.
I know.
And I feel like what I told my husband was, I just hope that, well, first of all, please don't kill Steve Harrington. I mean, I know it's already made, but please let him live. Yeah. And then also, I just kind of feel like I would really just like them to sew it up in a way that, or end it in a way that these kids can have a happy ending. They've been fighting for so long.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And I was telling Adam, I was like, my husband, I was telling him, I hope that there's just some way that if they do travel back in time, that everybody can live again. Barb, Eddie, Chrissy, the people that they lost. You know,
Yeah, it makes you wonder if they go back to a time where like they don't even know each other. Like Max doesn't even know them.
Well, I'm wondering if they would have to go back to before Henry Creel was exposed
even
to anything
born or something.
traumatic.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever happens, but it would just be nice. And then I told Adam too, I was like, and the other thing that I would like is if this did happen, because I would like them to all still be able to remember.
Okay.
So that they could have their bonds with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like Steve and Dustin having their bond with each other. I don't want that to go away either.
Yeah.
And my husband's theory,
okay,
which I told you,
I think so,
is he thinks that a lot of characters actually will die, but that they'll find a way to time travel, kind of like the Marvel movies.
Okay.
How like Thanos disappeared half the people in the Marvel movies?
I haven't seen.
Well, he's thinking that they'll do a time travel.
Okay.
And then be able to make it so that maybe the people who died in the last episode and people like Eddie and Barb and Chrissy and other characters can also live too.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that that is what happens, because then everybody wins. The actors who want the valiant deaths get the valiant deaths, but they also get to please the audiences by bringing all of the characters back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like a trope of Stranger Things. Like a lot of people, like Barb died in the first season.
Yeah, I mean,
like a lot of people died. Eddie died, of course.
A lot of people died in the 4th season.
Yeah. And so it's no stranger to death.
Intended.
That shows no stranger. Like it doesn't. Like it's not for the faint of heart. You can kind of compare it to Game of Thrones that way. They just kill off the main character in the first season of that show. So.
But I mean, technically, was he the main? Well, I guess he was the main character of
that season.
Yeah. But Sean Bean is known to die, like in everything. Like I feel like if you thought he was going to stay alive,
you were dead wrong.
You were misinformed.
But so I think that's what led everyone to believe that someone important would die this season. It hasn't happened yet, but I think if it is going to happen, it's obviously going to happen in this, has to happen in this series finale. My husband was a little upset by the whole explanation because he feels like it's a common theme in sci-fi things. He's like, oh, I'm really disappointed that they did that whole exotic matter thing, because it's in a lot of sci-fi movies nowadays, of this whole alternate timelines and alternate dimensions.
Well, I mean, look, I just brought up Marvel movies where it's a trope.
It's like that.
Too.
So, and I'm like, well, I guess there's no real other explanation for like time travel and stuff.
These are classic tropes.
Yeah.
Of
science fiction and
also,
traveling
I don't know that I've
through
ever
space.
heard of exotic matter.
I've never heard of it. See, I'm not the sci-fi. I like
sci-fi stuff.
I like it too, but he reads all these books and watches all these
exotic matter.
Yeah. So I guess it's a real thing.
Yeah.
But yes, that was one of my things. What happened in the desert? They kind of just glossed over it. I know that guy shot at him.
The finale.
Yeah, I mean, he was holding a briefcase, right? Mysterious.
And also, how did Henry know he was there?
I think he was a Boy Scout and he was supposed to be helping, right?
But
he was
why
on
would
a
they
field
send
trip.
a kid to help?
I think he just came across it. He came across it. He might have been on like a family trip, and he came across a man who fell into, it looked like an old mine shaft or something.
Yeah.
But the man seemed very delusional. Like everyone was after what it was in that.
Yeah.
thing. So maybe Henry got a hold of what was ever in that briefcase too. Because what was in that briefcase? It could have been money.
Or it could have been exotic matter.
It could have been something scientific.
Yeah, that's true too.
So that's what I wanted. I was kind of confused because they kind of just I'm like, so he was mad that he got shot in the hand? I mean, yeah, that's traumatic.
I don't think that's the traumatic event. And also,
well, he
it wasn't
hit him with a.
it wasn't in the caves. He's afraid of the caves. He wasn't afraid of the mine shaft. He was afraid of going into the caves.
But maybe the caves led there.
I think that maybe, and now that you've brought up that briefcase and maybe there was something scientific in it, I wonder, since he was opening up that, maybe he brought it up out of the mine shaft and took it into the caves, and that's where he got exposed to whatever he did, and that's why he's afraid of it, because there's
maybe,
I mean, Max said it herself, there's nothing innocuous in those caves. However, that also makes me wonder, like, there was no briefcase that Max found in the caves either.
Right.
She didn't come across another memory where young Henry is, like, wandering around the caves either. So what is it about those caves that is so traumatic for him
I want to find out.
He can't go in? I know we'll find out.
That was one of my questions.
We'll find out.
I don't know. They kind of glossed over it.
Yeah. I think they're saving it for the finale.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a question. Did Jonathan and Nancy break up? That was very unclear to me.
Well, I asked Adam, and I think he seems to... I didn't know. I said, did they decide to leave things undecided between them? Is that what it was? Because they both said, I loved you. But they both said, I loved you, love each other, but they didn't kiss either. They just put their heads together.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like maybe that is, like, they decided that they love each other, but they're not in love with each other, and that they're not going to be together.
Yeah.
That's what I think, maybe. But it was very unclear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very unclear to me if they broke up, if they're together, but they're just like, okay, we're not getting married right now. It's like, nobody needs to know that. Like, I guess they're just talking the thing. They thought they were going to die, right? So,
yeah.
it was just very fuzzy, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things,
No, and I think that's what happens in movies and things like that, or in life and death situations and those kind of things. They do force you to talk about those things, you know?
Yeah.
Or force the characters, rather.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot of lengthy speeches, lengthy monologues and dialogues about the same thing, as you said, with the whole Max thing.
Yeah.
And I know everyone says this too. The will scene was kind of long. Because where it was placed, I think, in the episodes. I think if it was placed in another area where things were, like, kind of on an even keel, though it was action to action to action pretty much all the time.
Yes.
But I think everything was so pent up, and they were getting ready. They were ready. They had a plan, and then it's just like they were pumped up to go, and then it's just like I kept looking like, guys, we only have 10 minutes. Like, you need to wrap this up, kind of thing. Like,
well, I will say this. After you talked to me about that, I saw another fan theory on Instagram.
Okay.
Apparently, they have said that there is a traitor in their midst. Like, it's either the Duffer Brothers or someone in the cast or something, or even someone said or let slip that there's a traitor in their midst. And a lot of people are saying that they think it's 8, and it could be 8.
Yeah.
But 8 is very obvious. And this one person was saying that they got this theory from a TikToker. I don't know her name, so I'm sorry if I have not credited you, but this is not my theory. So.
A random TikToker knows
this?
How would they
know? Well, no, it's just a theory.
Oh, it's a theory. Okay.
Her theory
I thought someone let it slip.
Is that, remember when Vecna said, I'm going to have you spy for me one last time?
Right. We
were made to think that it was just about Max. But maybe that monologue of him confessing things to everyone was also Vecna buying time too.
Oh, so you mean Will is kind of like
Like
keeping everyone
he's remember
there?
like in the second season
Yeah,
he's the spy. He's
that's
there.
true.
He's there and he's him, but he's also but
Yeah,
that's just a theory. That's
yeah,
just a theory.
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, because like you did question it. Like the opening scene of this season
Mm-hmm.
was him as a child, like from the first season
They're
when he was
drawing
trapped.
parallels to him and Holly and how they're getting abducted.
Yes, and how he basically from that scene alone, you would think that he was sent. Will was sent back to just do Vecna's bidding.
Exactly.
You know, you'd be like when I first saw that because
They
there was a
let him
teaser.
get taken back. Is what
Right.
what yeah.
Right. Like it wouldn't have happened if Vecna didn't want it to happen.
Right.
Right?
Right. But then that also begs the
Crazy.
question, is Vecna in charge or is the Mind Flayer in charge? Or is the Mind Flayer
That's a right
so
there.
deeply rooted into Vecna
Right.
that Vecna like and also some people are saying that the Mr. Whatsits Henry Creel part is him actually the good part of Vecna trying to do something right and
Okay.
set something right. Maybe with those 12 kids he's trying to turn back time. But we don't know
But
and
he
all
killed everybody. He
but
killed
but
Chrissy.
did he kill them while he was Vecna or Henry Creel? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess they did
It's
mention in the episode like he
but
was
maybe it's
human. He
all
was
not that
human.
complicated. I mean, he was number one. Yeah, it's all maybe it's all not as complicated. I mean, this is what happens when a show like this
Yeah.
is having
So
a
many
finale like
theories.
this.
Yeah.
Is that we could all be wrong. You
Yeah, it
know,
could all be like none of this is true.
like
This is you're making it so much more complicated than it
I
was.
remember when Lost was going to have its
Oh,
finale.
yes.
And there were so many theories about that too.
Yeah.
And then it
Everyone
turned
thought
out
they
to be
were
something
dead.
very simple.
Yeah. And they were dead, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all
They were like in
about
purgatory
Jack,
or something and it was all about Jack.
which I
You didn't
wasn't a
like
fan
Jack.
of.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just what I wasn't a fan of was they made this show about everybody's past up until the last episode.
Yeah.
And then it just turned out to be all about Jack. And that just didn't make sense or ring true to me.
Yeah.
However, I do love most of J. Abrams' work. And I think that overall Lost was an incredibly good show.
We were all intrigued back in
Yes.
2004, 2008 or whatever. It's circa that.
But comparing the two, Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows. Lost is not.
Lost is pretty good.
Lost is good, but it's nowhere near as much of like a favorite as Stranger Things to me. And or it's like how there's fan theories about Severance. You know?
Definitely.
These kind of things maybe not you know, we just are all wondering.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And for one, I hope that the ending is not too sad. But I'm sorry, I cut your stuff off.
No,
I don't want. I just want to love the ending because I love the show.
Well, now that fan theory is making sense to me. Maybe it was necessary for Will to make that speech at the end. Then we don't know.
Yes.
Going into this next finale, this next episode.
I also saw that have been a lot of comparisons for Holly and Henry Creel, Mr. Whatsit, being Alice and the White Rabbit.
I've seen
And
that too.
I've also seen that there's an Alice in Wonderland poster in season 2 of Holly's Room. Like, I
I've
feel
seen
like
that
there's been a
one.
lot of
Yeah.
like breadcrumbing that we haven't
It
noticed.
seems, can I say, like, it seems a little like pedo-y. I don't know. The whole like,
Oh, the Mr. What's It with all these kids?
yeah, it just seems that way. And also, I think, and I could be wrong.
It does
so
seem,
please excuse me
it
if I'm
seems
wrong.
bad.
The whole, like, I've heard, and not from a reliable source, but my husband. No, I think he did some reading about it, and the author of Alice in Wonderland, like, wrote a book about his friend's child, who was named Alice, and he used to go in the woods with her.
That's very weird.
So yeah, I mean,
I don't think that that's anything that the Duffer Brothers intended to put into their.
I mean, it's a cool story. All in all, Alice in Wonderland's a cool story.
Oh, for
and
sure.
It's been made into movies, and the White Rabbit has had, like, I mean, they use White Rabbit, the song from Jefferson Airplane, in the Stranger Things, when 11 is at Benny's eating ice cream and having a cheeseburger.
Oh,
do you remember
I didn't know that. Yeah, okay.
So that's another little what do they call it?
Breadcrumb.
Little breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
I mean,
guys,
the White
I have
Rabbit.
a blanket over me like I'm an old lady.
It's a white. So it's like it's a trope, you know.
Yeah.
And I have used that word a few times today.
Can I also
I'm sorry.
say too that
Yes, you can.
as a Swiftie, I love being breadcrumbed.
What do they call them? Breadcrumbs or
little
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
People say Easter eggs these days.
But like that's what I'm saying. As a Swiftie,
yeah,
I love it when somebody leaves an Easter egg or a breadcrumb for me. And I never not the fact that I love Stranger Things so much and I didn't know the level of breadcrumbing or Easter egging that the Duffer Brothers did, it's like I'm like, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch again.
Either they put some real thought into it or it was just a coincidence.
I don't know. I think they did. Okay. I mean, I think they did.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, they're brothers, and if Taylor Swift can do all the Easter egging stuff by herself, two minds together, like,
yeah,
I bet you they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that did irk me though is when I suppose there's two things. Okay. When Dusty says, "You die, I die," and Steve says, "You die, I die."
Yeah.
That, I feel, why would they put that in there unless they were trying to cause like a little like displacement or like, you know, like have an obvious thing of like, okay,
red herring.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, I feel like they might have put a bunch of red herrings.
Yeah.
Like,
for the audience,
because they want to misdirect. They want people to get concerned and hope. You know what though? This is what a Steve Harrington disciple would say though.
Oh.
Because I want that to be a red herring because I don't want them to die. But then again with my husband's theory, if they both do die, maybe the time travel will happen and then they'll all be alive again.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So but yeah, you were saying you didn't like the red herring.
Oh, and there was another one where briefly Hopper is talking to Joyce and he says, and it's a really weird delivery of this line.
Yeah.
Some people probably notice it. He's like, "I can't lose her again." He said it kind of slow-mo-y. I was like, kind of like, why did he say it like that? Like, it was like, so I think he was meant to draw something to that. Like, I can't lose her again. He said it so slowly and just
Well, and also, is that a red herring
emphatically.
though too? Because I feel like he keeps
Another
saying,
red
"I
herring.
can't lose her again," and then 8 is trying to convince her to have a suicide mission. It all
Yeah.
seems super obvious. Like, okay, so Steve and Dusty are gonna die, and 11's gonna die. Like, it all seems
True.
like it seems so obvious that it makes me feel like it's gonna be a red herring, or maybe it just makes me hope that it's going to be a red herring, because if it's not, then it's like, no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, that whole thing with Hopper trying to be
Off
a
himself.
suicide bomber too, and then not talking it through with 11.
Yeah, he's leaving 11 out. He didn't tell her time that she got when she did get it.
And also,
He's
why
just
is
trying
he
to protect
doing
her, I
this?
guess.
Yeah, but why is he, like, I understand that he couldn't protect his daughter.
Yeah, he's super,
and I get that, and I get that, but also, his daughter didn't have the abilities that 11 has.
Right.
And also, this is also partially 11's fight. It's all of their fight, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's mainly 11's fight.
He feels like he's her father, and he needs to protect her.
And that's fine.
And she needs a protector after everything she's been through in the lab and everything.
But it's not his choice. And even Joyce, who had to go through the trauma of thinking she lost her little boy in season 1.
Yeah.
As soon as she sees that Will can maybe fight for himself, she lets him.
Yeah.
And it's like, why
can't Hopper
do that? And that's not even his. I understand that that's his adopted kid, but like, Joyce, that's her flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Not that there's any difference between the two except for biology, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, but I guess Hopper has the other trauma to work through. But I will say this about 8 trying to have her have a suicide mission.
Okay.
The fact that 11 has seen her, like, what, for consecutively 3 days of her life, maybe, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you trust or go with someone like that? You can't, like, that seems like you're naive if you're agreeing to something like that with someone you barely know, even if they quote unquote quote grew up together. Like,
and they didn't really. They were in a lab, and
and they were so young, they didn't even remember each other.
No, and 8 was obviously not part of the whole 1 through 12 or whatever it was, 1 through 11.
Yeah, they didn't show her
when they were in the, like when Henry was like the orderly. She wasn't there. 8.
That's suspicious.
Isn't
too.
Now
that
you think about, yeah, I've thought about
that's
it too. I'm like,
very
where was
strange.
She? So they just went 1 through 7 and then jumped from 9 to 11. There was a 12, wasn't there?
Well,
I don't know.
And didn't they all perish? So what happened to her?
Right. Unanswered questions.
I didn't even think of that.
Right? I know.
Is this all purposeful? Right? Or was it a misstep? Did they forget?
Because she couldn't remember. Remember, she had to be Brenner had to jog. She didn't remember that she even fought with one. So how did she remember with 8? Was that a planted memory?
Okay, my mind was just
new
blown.
Theory.
My mind was just
new
blown.
Theory, guys. I'm sure it's somewhere out there on the internet.
And we thought that this couldn't be a whole episode.
I know.
Wow. Well, I guess we're gonna have to leave it there, guys, because I got some things to think about.
Probably, but
I got some things to think about now.
Yeah, I think you do.
And you know what? Maybe next episode, since we'll have seen the series finale, we'll do a brief
recap,
opinionation on that. And that's not a word. Opinionation is not a word. We make our own, but you know what? Relatably is not a word
ladies
either.
And gentlemen.
Yeah.
Folks.
So,
yeah.
That's what we do here in our weird little corner of the internet.
Yeah. But what are no one has ever commented on our show.
Yeah.
But if you want to
be the first,
you can tell us.
Yeah. What are your theories? What are your opinions?
If it already aired, which it will, but what did you think of what we said? What did you think of what happened?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Please let us know.
But thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. If you're out there,
like and subscribe and share and comment and rate and review.
Please come back.
Thanks,
We'd love it for you to join us always.
Yeah. Bye. We are Relatably Random, produced and hosted by Allison Rossbaum and Katie Anderson. Music by The Trouble. Relatably Random is recorded in Katie's basement. Please like and subscribe if you're random. Follow us on Instagram at Relatably Random Pod. Thank you so much for listening.